I want to take you guys back 20 years ago. When me and my siblings were small children, our parents would take us on road trips, and sometimes we needed some entertainment in our lives. So they would put in our built-in DVD player one movie that would shape our tiny prepubescent minds and make us go back to watch for the rest of our lives. The Road to El Dorado, not to be confused with El Dorado, starring known piece of shit John Wayne, is a 2D animated film by DreamWorks, known for masterpieces such as Shrek and Ants. Look at that Sylvester Stallone ant.
Hi, my name is Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion.
Releasing on the 3rd of March in the year 2000, it premiered at the Mann Village Theater in Westwood, California, with a reported budget of about $95 million. It bombed hard at the box office, only racking in $75 million worldwide. This is an era of animated 2D movies falling out of favor with audiences as people started looking forward to the next big shiny 3D CG film. It also has a 49% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but I honestly don't care about that. It's as if you go into someone's home for dinner and they serve you carne en su jugo. It looks wrong. In fact, it doesn't look too good. But the moment you take a bite, you'll be talking to Chico Mekoto. Right, anyways, El Dorado is inspired by the Road 2 films starring Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. Production started in late 1994, but it then had to take a backseat to another animated film that was inspired by a very popular book.
Out of the way, you!
From what I've heard, a certain act in this book inspired Metallica to write a song about it. Alright, side tangent over. Now onto the case itself. The front features are two lovable idiots upon their loyal, forcibly executively mandated steed. And don't you guys worry about that armadillo here. He's just here to move merchandise. Okay, let's grab this tape and... Oh. Someone wasn't very nice and didn't rewind. Well, time to bring out the big gun. The Kinyo M.6V Rewinder is a VHS rewinder that, well, rewinds. All we gotta do is plug it in, open it, put the tape in, and wait. While we wait, let me go do something real quick. It's just popcorn. We're watching a movie. I want to eat something while I'm watching it. Okay, now let's go to the VCR and hit that play button. First things first is the trailers, of course, and trailer number 1 is Chicken Run. Mwah! A classic. Trailer number 2 is... Oh! Holy shit! Is that Prince of Egypt? Oh, hell yeah! Oh, wait, it's Joseph, King of Dreams. Yeah, I'll pass. Thanks. Trailer number 3 is Land Before Time 7. 7? What the hell do you mean there's 13 movies? I've only seen the first 3! We then get a trailer for Galaxy Quest. Maybe I'll make a video about that in the future. Our movie finally begins, and boy, let me tell you, the moment I heard the opening notes of the music, my nostalgic senses kicked in. The animation is top notch and the colors oh so perfect. God, I could stare at this all day. We then cut to Spain 1519 and see hijo de su puta madre. It's Cortez. Yes, the Aztec destroying, Tenochtitlan conquering founder of Mexico himself is in this movie. Albeit as a side villain. We'll get to him later. We then transition to a game of dice played by our two favorite con artists, Tulio and Miguel. Betting and winning all the money, they are finally convinced to bet it all for a map of the legendary city of gold, El Dorado. They take the bait and win it all, until they get caught with some loaded dice. After pulling some shenanigans like sword fighting and running from a bull, they unknowingly stow away on Cortez's ship, get caught, and Cortez personally enslaves the two. They then devise a plan to escape by getting Altivo the horse to get a pry bar. Oh wait, never mind. He just got the keys instead. After that, more shenanigans ensue, with Altivo now being stranded with our two favorite idiots. Literal days pass and our Spaniards are now on the brink of starvation when they finally make it to land. Miguel reveals to Tulio that he still has the map, and he's set on the quest to find El Dorado, with some killer music in the background. In the end, they fall from a cliff that will kill regular people, but they have main character syndrome. While they argue, in the distance, one of animation's finest baddies runs into them. This is Chell, and she's being hunted down by some Aztec warriors after stealing a gold statue. Our duo, now trio of goobs, enter El Dorado, which the European mind cannot comprehend. El Dorado. Our pasty boys then meet the two most powerful men in town, Seko Khan and Chief Tanabak, who greet the two men in the only way they could, by asking them to show their powers. Tulio and Miguel then begin to argue on the solution to this problem, while a volcano in the back starts to grumble. I'm also starting to think that Tulio is autistic, because he's showing some major...
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, you're seeing that right. Tulio just used his phenomenal cosmic powers to stop this fucking volcano from blowing up. I've always questioned this scene as a kid, like what made the volcano stop erupting? Was it intimidated? Performance issues? Did Tulio just get punked?
You just got punked!
If Tulio can do this willingly, where was he when Vesuvius completely shit on Pompeii? Oh, and this cataclysmic event is never mentioned again. Yeah, just another fucking Tuesday afternoon here in El Dorado. They are then escorted to some extravagant chambers, and start to celebrate thinking they fooled everyone, only for Chell to find out their ruse. They make a deal for her silence, which will give her a good amount of gold. They then change outfits and party all night long with some god tier music to boot.
It's tough to be a god, but if you get the people's nod.
Waking up the next day, they are treated to a killer hangover, and Seko Khan treats them to a sacrifice. Our nausea-induced Spaniards stop the ceremony before anything else happens, and Tanabak comes in with his own gift. Gold! Before accidentally sending half of it to Xibalba, the Mayan spirit world, and keeping the rest after realizing it. After that blunder, they tell Tanabag a boat is needed for them to travel back to the other world, and large enough for their humbling gifts. They return to their pyramid, and Miguel wants to explore the city, but Tulio wants to stay put. Chell starts to get handsy with Tulio, distracting him enough so Miguel could leave. In the city, Miguel starts to appreciate the sights, sounds, and culture of the natives, and he begins to play a ball game. Back at the pyramid, Seko Khan comes looking for our dynamic duo, and we see Chell... Oh. After getting some insane dome and a light show from our weird magical friend, Tulio goes looking for Miguel. Finding him, he gets mad at him for being out and about. So does Seko Khan, saying that the gods should not be playing ball like this. Now why on earth would he say that?
This is how the gods should play ball!
Now our bumbling meatheads must play a game to the death against the best ball players in the city, and a game they have no idea how to play, all because Miguel got a little curious. They start play, and it's such a horrific mismatch that it looks like an actual game of hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. I presume hours pass, and our boys are down 9-0, before Shell finally suggests they use the armadillo as a ball. With their newfound weapon, our boys go on a rampage, The score is now 9-all, and their confidence is now through the roof. Until they see their armadillo was accidentally swapped for an actual ball. The clock's ticking, and Miguel must use his God-given abilities and go for the kill.
Atención, pelota para Messi, está habilitado. La paró con el muro, apretó el arquero, está el gol, tiró. ¡Gol!
Miguel scores the winning goal right as time runs out, sending the others to be sacrificed. Miguel, however, doesn't want that to happen, as he tells Khan, "No, fuck you, let them live, you evil motherfucker." Then suddenly, Khan notices something with Miguel. Blood. Sekko Khan then slowly backs away, grinningly, knowing something many don't. After that shit show, Miguel is having trouble leaving, and Tannenbach convinces him to stay, which delights the both of them, while Tulio asks Shell to go to Spain with him, and not having to care about Miguel at all. Shell and Tulio begin to swap spit, all the while Miguel watches at the doorway, having heard every single word. After becoming the ultimate beta cuck, Miguel walks away with his feelings in all different directions. Meanwhile, our good pal Sekko Khan and his henchmen are beginning to cook some magic, and boy does it look good. This horrible concoction looks like goop, it'll make your dick droop, and it smells like poop. But of course, it's missing its special ingredient. Body. Killing his servant, he finally gains the power he was looking for. While all of this is happening, a farewell party is being held for our duo, and as the two begin to argue over their differences and about what happened earlier in the pyramid, it happens. This motherfucker now has full control over a giant stone jaguar and is full bent on killing our boys. Sekko Kitty chases the two through the jungles in an actual lake of molten lava, before coming to the ledge of Xibalba. Tulio and Miguel put their differences aside for once and beat the shit out of Khan and send his ass to the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm, I'm sending you to Tampa, Florida.
Turns out the Shadow Realm is actually in the middle of the jungle, and Khan runs right into— oh god damn it! The next morning, Miguel has finally decided to stay while Tulio and Shell are set on leaving with all the gold they've received. Right before setting off, they see clouds of smoke and hear from a messenger that Sekko Khan and Hernan Cortez have formed a two-man power trip. Tulio, in a panic, devises a plan in which the boat crashes into the pillars, causing boulders to block the entrance to the city, but it'll mean losing all the gold in the process. The plan is then put into action, and all seems well. Well, up until the last pillar starts to fall too fast and Tulio can't pull down the sail, for it is stuck. Coming in clutch like prime Kobe Bryant, Miguel hops on Altivo and races towards the boat and becomes an actual god by jumping onto the boat's sail and rescues Tulio and friends from certain death. They crash into the pillars and lose all of the gold as expected, and hide as the bringers of sorrow and despair arrive. Seeing absolutely nothing other than a pile of rocks, Cortez calls Khan a sack of shit and has the guy enslaved as one of his many bitches, while Tulio, Miguel, Shell, and Altivo celebrate between themselves and head on to their next great adventure. Which never happens because there's no movie called The Road to El Dorado 2, Electric Boogaloo. One question I do have is how in the blue fuck did no one get smallpox or a disease at some point? The Aztecs wish they knew your secrets. I know one sneeze from these guys will wipe out the entire village. This is how the movie should have gone if that had played out.
El Dorado. Here comes the night. Here come the memories.
And that was The Road to El Dorado. This is a movie I've always loved since I was a little kid, and it's great to watch again as an adult. And you see, remember like how I said earlier in the video where my parents used to take road trips all the time? I used to watch it on a very tiny screen inside the car while on the move. So how about this? Let's go somewhere real quick, take a little trip, and I'll show you something. Meet the Audiobox Rampage VBP 1000 portable VHS player. Fuck, that was a lot of words. Which of course, plays VHS tapes in the comfort of your own car. All you gotta do is simple. first plug it into your car. Second, plug the adapter into the audio box. Last but not least is to put the tape in and enjoy the show. Well, first you gotta check if there's the right amount of voltage in your car, and then you can enjoy the show. So yeah, don't mind me changing cars in the middle of the take. Once you got all of that sorted, now you can actually watch the video and watch as the audio box finally work. I gotta admit, this is probably not the best way to watch a movie. The colors of the LED screen are pretty off, and the audio's just janky. But anyways, this is a wonderful piece of 2000s technology working in its finest time. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch this nonsense of a video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video, and you'll get some more in the future. See you guys soon!